100%. Mostly men are fighting expectation, societal expectation. If you have a child, if a child is born as a boy, they are starting to fight the battle from day one. If you are born as a boy, you're starting
are not measured by their growth or humanity, but by their output. Can he provide? Can he perform? Can he keep going? The moment he stops, society replaces him like a dead battery. So maybe that's the ugly truth. Society doesn't want healthy men. They want men who produce.
I'm confused. I'm just so confused. Let me just take time to restructure my things, my map. It might take me months, it might take me 3 months, but the moment you stop as a man, that's when they say you are useless. That's when they say, because it happens that we all get confused, we all get lost. So societal expectations are killing the modern man. Societal expectations are killing the modern man. That's the topic. So a lot of people are coming out to say we gotta cut some slack to these homies because homies are going through so much. Homies are going through so much. And navigating today's world, it's not even the same as back in the day. So a lot of men are folding under pressure. A lot of men are, walking away, giving into alcoholism, giving into drug use because they can't keep up or they don't feel adequate, or because they're not succeeding, they feel like they don't deserve love anymore, they don't deserve respect anymore. And that's how society is today. If you don't accomplish as much as is expected of you, the love and respect fades. And in some families, that's even the case. In your family, imagine in your own family being disregarded because you don't succeed or you're not as successful as your brother, sister, or cousin, or the guy next door. So a lot of men are going through so much. So let's just hear what people have to say about this, because it's not only me who's noticed this, but other people are calling it out and say, yo, this is the problem right here. So let's just see what's happening. I'm your boy Chloe Bang. I got one nice among. So let's just jump into this video real quick. Let's just see what's happening.
I will not go down that way. I choose to fight back. I choose to rise, not fall. I choose to live, not die. And I know that what's within me.
100%. Mostly men are fighting expectation, societal expectation. If you have a child, if a child is born as a boy, they are starting to fight the battle from day one. If you are born as a boy, you're starting to fight the battle. The first battle you're going to fight, it's expectations. You're expected by some miracle for you to be in charge, for you to know what you are doing with your life. Just from day one. When you start growing, in most families, and I dealt with a lot of young boys on this, there's an expectation of you to provide. I know of a lot of young men that had to leave school so they can be able to provide for their families. They say, I'm the only boy at home. Then now, my father is not working as the firstborn. Culturally, I must be able to provide. They are suffering from that. That's the first demon, societal expectations. I wish society will cut some slack to young men. Number two, you start having a girlfriend as a boy, more problem starts there. You're expected to be this man that has got everything figured out, everything figured out. An 18-year-old boy can't even find a girlfriend. A 22-year-old, a 25-year-old can't even find a girlfriend. You know why? Because
they don't have money.
They don't have money. They can't provide. And these girls, when they are 22 now, they tell you that I want a man who will provide for me, who will love me and provide for me. But a 22-year-old boy, where should they be able to provide for you? Because they are still, you are both on NSFAS. You see, you're in school, you're on NSFAS. Marawera, you want the same boy who's getting the same money from NSFAS. Or if you're lucky, our firm is sponsoring you. You are in some sort of a nice bursary, but you're expected to pay money out. So it's unfair. So men deal with those kind of things. Societal pressure, financial pressure, and then number three, obviously, family. Family also has got expectations on the young men. They are treated differently. They are pushed differently. They should have by some means to have everything figured out around their lives. And that becomes painful because now the young man wakes up every day. Others even try to commit crime because they wake up every day and they are trying to, push and fulfill that societal and family expectations. Most young men will tell you, even being loved, they get loved mainly because they are able to provide something. They are loved because they are able to provide. Your families will love you differently as a young man when you provide. So all those societal, family, and other expectations and people out there expecting things from you take a lot from these young men. So those are the demons that men are fighting.
The society really
Hotman has a valid point. Hotman has made some very, very valid points. Like in today's world, if you don't have money, there's a way you are being treated or looked at. So this boils down to men fighting to these demons and not being able to be themselves because they're always trying to, meet other people's standards so that they can be loved, so that they can be, accepted. It's a thing where it's killing the modern man because already navigating this world is hard. Now imagine the love is conditional, where if you don't have a specific amount or you don't provide a specific, it's either it's money or it's either it's material, you don't get viewed the same. That's a painful world to live in, especially, if we were put on this planet to find and to create and to find your own purpose. Now you go out of your way, you forget your way in order to please others. So that's the type of pressure that a lot of guys are facing. Not only 22-year-old, even older than 22. It's just a thing these days where material matters more than anything. Money matters more than anything. And it's sad, it's bad because it's pushing men into crime. It's pushing men into doing. That's why I'm saying some men even go beyond saying, what, I don't give a fuck anymore. No one cares about me. So it's easy for that man to even hurt someone because they don't get viewed as a human. So they didn't see the value in another human. That's why it's easy for someone to just take someone's life or to do something bad to someone because they don't get viewed as human as long as they don't reach specific societal expectations, which is bad. It's so bad. So Rodman is right.
want healthy men or just functioning providers. Some would say something. A lot of people don't actually care if a man is happy, healed, or broken, as long as he shows up with money in his pocket. Think about it. When a man has money, suddenly he's attractive, respected, even forgiven for his flaws. But when a man is broke, that same man could be loving, kind, caring. Still, he'll be invisible. Men's worth are not measured by their growth or humanity, but by their output. Can he provide? Can he perform? Can he keep going? The moment he stops, society replaces him like a dead battery. So maybe that's the ugly truth. Society doesn't want healthy men. They want men who produce. Because the moment you stop providing or producing, the love, the respect, even the marriage, they all start to fade. So here's the question. Is it really men people love or the benefits that comes with them? Think about it. Marriage never sex.
Big fact. Is it men that are loved, or is it what come with having a man? The benefits. No, she's right. She's so right. Like, you can never be viewed the same the moment you stop being productive. So is it that you want a healthy man? Because men go through hell most of the time. They work crazy hours. The moment the man says, no, I'm tired, I need some time out, I need to refigure out my life, that's when they get discarded like used batteries, as she said. Is because you are no longer productive. That means there's no benefit from being with you, or you don't come with any benefit, which is really sad, because as soon as, you feel bent out, you have to keep pushing until you get broken. It's because you are afraid of saying, nah, I'm tired, or I can't figure this out. I've been doing so much every day, and still after a specific sum of time, I'm not seeing any results. You have a right to regroup as a man. You have a right to say, let me figure it out. Let me just recalculate. Let me just see other ventures. Let me just say, no, you know what I've been doing is not benefiting me for like up to so far. I'm confused. I'm just so confused. Let me just take time to restructure my things, my map. It might take me months, it might take me 3 months, but the moment you stop as a man, that's when they say you are useless. That's when they say, you, because it happens that we all get confused, we all get lost. It's to refigure out your destination, your next destination. That's not a bad thing, and that's one thing I feel like a lot of men should be told, that it's okay to say I can't do this anymore. It's okay to say I'm weak, I can't do this, I'm tired. It's child. Because at the end of the day, you wanna be a healthy man, you wanna be, you wanna grow, you wanna be mentally sane. Because a lot of guys would push themselves to achieve, and they will achieve whatever they had to achieve, but be as broken as more than the broke guy, because they've worked so hard, they've been through so much, even times where they felt like giving up. No one said it's okay to take a break. Everyone is always like, keep pushing. And that's one talk that I realize that that's the level of toxicity that humans have gotten to, that if a man says, this is hard on me, this is too much, I can't do this, we just say, keep pushing, because you're what? A man. So it becomes a toxic cycle. Imagine that person, after they succeed, will they have love in them? Will they have compassion in them? I don't think so. I don't think so, because we've just created a monster. So a monster is never born. A monster is created through experiences. So we gotta be careful with how we approach these type of things. So if someone says I'm tired, if someone says I can't do it, tell them quit. 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 Yes, you must have a plan when you quit, but sometimes how are you gonna figure out a plan if you're always caught up in the same loop? It doesn't give you chance to refigure or recalculate, because you're always in the same loop. Sorry about that. You're always stuck in the same loop. Yeah. Next thing is, a guy is blowing up. We are, why is he so cold? Why is he so cold? But it happens. You need time to regroup. You need time to actually say, let me take time to figure myself out. Let me try other ventures. Let me start over. And it's okay. Because the moment you move in a specific way for the longest, it becomes you.
Here's one reason why men don't want to open up to women anymore. It's because when they try to air out their grievances with us, we can't hear what they're trying to say. Because we're so busy trying to justify what actually happened or prove that we were right in that moment and that he's wrong, that we can't hear what he's trying to say. Now, here's the thing. I'm not trying to be judgmental, because I know from experience as well. But what I've also come to realize is that the only thing that matters in that moment is validating his experience, validating his feelings, his opinions, his thoughts, his requests, if he has them. It's not trying to prove a point. It's not trying to throw things back in his face. It's not trying to throw a temper tantrum. It's none of that. It's just hearing what he is actually saying without throwing a fit. We try to get men to try to open up and be vulnerable and come talk to us and all the things. But if he can't speak what's on his mind and it land in a safe space and him not be judged for it or him not be met back with so much resistance, he's going to take a mental note, store it up, and he's going to move differently in the future. So that's just what it is. Yes, there will be time for you to air out your own grievances and to prove your points. There will be time for that. It's just that it's not right now.
Black men think that buying...
This goes back to what I was saying, that, when a man says I'm tired, always remember to say, rest, Bafana. Rest. If a man says I can't do it anymore, it's draining me, then leave it. Live it. Because that man is trying to tell you that I'm going through something. Don't say be a man. Don't say keep pushing. Don't say, nah, what you're saying is unnecessary or is invalid. Because that man is saying something to you. He's reaching out. That's why a lot of men are afraid to actually expose themselves. When we are tired, when we are going through so much, we are afraid to even say we are tired. We just say, get our strong, or I'll just keep pushing because I have to push. And that's one thing that happens so often. You know, you say, this is not working out for me. They're like, but what are you going to do? You have no value. You know, as soon as you say, I want to stop, I can't. Then you lose value. Then when you win, you are becoming the most narcissistic, misogynistic, toxic person. Everyone is surprised. They're like, money will change you. It's not the money. It's what I went through to get the money, bruh. And I used to tell you when you're like, you keep to push. So I pushed. It's fine. But something along the way died in me. And I have the money. You think I'm going to be the same person again, soft and all open? No. Because I remember the hardest days when I used to tell people around me, yo, I'm going through so much. This is too hard. Push, boy. You have to be a man. Push, Antoine. You have to be a man. You have to keep rolling until you just explode. Now, I'm not saying you should quit as a man, because there's no point. You know, who's gonna come to save you? No one will come to save you. But to regroup, it's an okay thing. I feel like it's an okay thing. As long as you're gonna get back up. I mean, boy and done. Take time. You need 3 months. Take 3 months out, bro. You need 2 months. Take 2 months. Regroup yourself. Find yourself again. Rediscover your spark. Because with that, it comes love. So that when you eventually when you win, you still have the love in you. You still have the compassion in you, because you were shown that. Now you still remember, through even your hardest days, you were loved. You were loved. You were respected still. This is how monsters are created. The moment you disregard someone's emotions.
A random woman a drink is chivalrous.
Hey, mfana.
A woman, the only way that we can fix society is when men understand what you can't get. Women need to earn every cent. But now we have a society where men are. No. Let's say she's a beautiful queen.
Hey, bro was just waiting for that. Like, he was just waiting to call it out. Like, I don't know, Baila's Chacha. It's personal for him. This topic is personal for him.
But she's a random girl, man.
She's not your queen. She's a random girl.
Yeah.
What has she done to earn your rand?
Yeah, and that's what women have figured out, that men are willing to pay for my existence.
So again, I'm not even talking about the hoes. I'm not even talking about the slay queens. Men are going out of their way to give random girls rewards without hard work.
Yeah.
It's like me as a father. The more I reward my kids for nothing, the more they become entitled and spoiled.
Yeah.
And then if I do that for the next 15 years, well, how will they look as adults if they are getting rewarded for nothing? There's guys, literally, I've seen this how many times, and I know you guys have seen it, and there's guys that have literally seen a sister's post on social media, and at the bottom say, what's you, Unai Capitek, let me send her money.
Yeah.
And I know girls that I've spoken to so many girls where they say, guys will just, like, I'll say, yo, Sabawela Hot Wings, and a guy will literally just cash send me 500 rand.
Have you seen women do that on WhatsApp?
WhatsApp, yes.
Hey. 1 hour later, deliver.
And if you can sit down.
That one highlights, for me, it highlights how some men are even caught up in this state of thinking, you know. Because a man doesn't do that because they want to, or they just want to impress you. I feel like it's a way of winning you over, you know. And That's the only way they could be valid, because validated, in a sense of, now I have her attention. Now I have her, her utmost attention. So women would do that on the statuses, say all those things, and some men would kick in because it's to prove that you are man enough. Hence, I'm saying societal expectations are killing the man. Dude, to find out, doesn't even have money to do that, but because a chick that he's been watching said or following said they saba well, and this guy, Lord knows this guy wants this hand's attention. This guy would go out of his way to actually get her wings just for attention. And this is where it boils down to: men are actually buying attention in hopes, the moment he does that, it's in hopes of she will love me, she will give me her undivided attention. It's a way of winning a female over, which is sad. Because men would do that and they think it's a sort of like a pack. It's not a pack, bro. It's not a pack, because most of the guys who would do that, they don't even take care of their own family members like that. As soon as you come in and as family, maybe your uncle can do that, and you go to the same uncle, he's like, you need to work your way into this world, Baba. There's no free money. But that same uncle could pay an apartment, or buy groceries at home, peanut butter jam, a jam. But a young girl is eating ribs, is eating all these fancy food. It's sad. It's sad. It's not even a flex, bro. It shows how much of a simp you are, how desperate you are as a man. And for me, it's borderline like low vibrational actions, because at the end of the day, bro, you're doing too much to feel accepted or loved.
With a lot of men and ask them, at your lowest moment when you're going through a lot in life, who do you go to? Who do you talk to, or who do you run to? Then you'll get to realize why we have a high rate of men who are drug addicts, who are alcoholics, who are in mental institutions. Why we have a high rate of men who are committing suicide is because men go through everything on their own. You get me? You can literally be around people and still be alone.
I'm gonna say something that might.
That's true. You can be around people and be alone. You can be around people and be alone. You'd see guys, I don't know, if in grooves, like common thing in groove now, there's always gonna be these guys that are there with their friends, but they're not really there, or women with their friends, but they're not really there. But I'm talking about guys, because most of the time women are just turning up. At group, there are always these guys. Then you find that everyone is having a vibe time, good time, and this guy is drinking his beer. And I know there are quiet people. I know there are people who don't, turn up. But even in groove, bruh, I know what. Even though you are a shy person, you are a quiet person. But when we are drinking alcohol, we are having, you can see the energy. Okay, this guy is introverted. This guy is calm, is down. But he's having a good time. And there's this one person, you see that whatever this guy is thinking about, whatever this guy has in his head, is very deep. It's very, like, you can see the face, you can see the way, even when, I notice these guys a lot. And I'd be having a good time and telling you, I maybe take a break then after turning up, and you're like, and you see that guy just drinking a beer. That guy is alone. And he's going through something, and everyone around him is just turning up. Or you come to you can't even approach your family and say, guys, now I'm tired. I need time out. I'm tired. Because they're going to be like, then what's going to happen with you? They're going to start treating you differently, or say that, Because as a man, you gotta have value. And value is in productivity and what you can bring to the table. That's the type of world we live in, guys.
Trigger some people. But I really think a lot of men think that they're more resilient than they really are. And I don't bring this up to come down on them, but I bring it up as like a reflective question. A lot of men are expected to be the providers, the protect. They're expected to uphold this level of resilience. But I think you just need to ask yourself, am I naturally this person, or am I acting like this because this is what is expected of me? Because I think trying to act like something that you're not, or something that you truly do struggle with, is what creates the pressure, is what creates the depression. I think there's nothing wrong with realizing, hey, I struggle with this. How do I fix it? How do I work on it? As opposed to, this is what the world expects of me, so this is just what I am. No, just because something is expected of you, it doesn't mean that you are that. Like, you can't work on things if you don't accept you're struggling with it. Like, it's okay to say, I need to work on this. It's okay to even ask for help.
It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to say I'm tired. It's okay to even say I'm overwhelmed. It's okay to even say, I want to lay down a bit. I'm tired. Yeah, time is moving, bro. I'm not saying lay there for every year it's you. Come up with a plan. Obviously, you're going to have to get up. You're going to have to get up. Eventually, you're going to have to get up. But take it easy, especially as gents, because this is where the depression starts. And a lot of guys are depressed because they feel like they don't have a voice. They feel like even if they say anything, it's just gonna be brushed over, and we're all gonna be like, "You're a man, bro. Be strong." That be strong. Psh, has a lot of homies fucked up. Nah, I said it. That's messed up. So are these the main reason why men are exhibiting signs of self-destructive behavior? Not caring about other people's safety, well-being anymore, because they don't get the same? Is this the reason why men are functioning alcoholic, men are functioning drug addicts, and there are women still on the same side? But looking at what being a man is in today's world, it's something else, Ndwan. It's something else. It's another thing. And I'm speaking from a man's point of view. The pressure is real. The level of shame, guilt is real. And this comes from not being able to provide, mind you. This is not even about the things you've done. This is coming from the things you can't do and you wish you could. And people expect you to, but you can't. Until the next topic, guys. Get not bang. I got one nice man. See you in the next one.